How's everybody doing today? Today I just wanted to do a quick little video to introduce you to classes. In object-oriented programming, classes are very important because we use them to define and describe an object. In this particular project, this is car start. All the ones I'm going to bring up in this video, you have access to them in the download. I created a class. I called it car. Now to do that, you right click on your project name and you say add a class. You always want to add a class in its own separate class module. So double click on my class and go take a look at it. A lot of this is just going to be boilerplating. It looks like a lot of stuff here, but really when you make a different class from cars, you're just going to kind of follow the same pattern. The first thing you want to do is decide what pieces of information you need to define your object. I decided I wanted make, model, year, and miles per gallon. So what I did is initially I defined these fields. These are generally referred to as backing fields, and most of the time programmers, when they name them, will use the little underscore in front, so that's the shift underscore. So I specify the fields. I have a constructor, so it starts out with public, then car, same name as my class, parenthesis, parenthesis. I initialize my variables, which I created up here, and then I create a set of accessors, which are my get and set accessors. So I say public string make, get, return make, set, make value equals my backing field. So this is kind of all just boilerplating to set up my class. I can add methods to my class as well. A method is just an action. So I did one here called tuneup. Public void tuneup. So you might remember the word void means it doesn't return anything. And I'm saying if a car calls the tuneup method, what it's going to do is it's going to increase their miles per gallon by 2. So this is my class. Now if I go back to my main program to look at the code for that, I've got a button, and in my button I have created an instance of my new class. So my class was called car, so to create an instance of my new class I say car, and then what I wanted to call it, I decided to call mine BMW equals new car, parenthesis, parenthesis. So I've created an instance of the class. Remember, the class itself is like the blueprint, but now this instance is like an actual car. Right now it doesn't have any data in it. Since I defined class properties when I set up my class of make, model, miles per gallon, and year, I can do the dot function. So BMW dot make equals BMW models Bavaria, miles per gallon was 18, and the year was 71. So this is how I actually put data into the first instance of my class. And lastly, I just take this data and I put it into some text boxes so I can see it. So if I run this thing right now, I've just got my button, says display car values. It sets the instance of a new car called BMW, puts the data in it, and just displays it. So pretty much that's all this thing is doing. But that's the beginning of classes. So hopefully this video was helpful. We'll see you next time.